welcome guys. I'm gonna be reviewing just a multitude of things on this channel, uh, whether it's books, songs, albums, movies, mainly movies, uh, maybe products. It could be anything. I just feel like I have an opinion, and I'd like to share that with you. The first thing, I think when thinking of this channel, um, just when the idea set in was that the first thing I wanted to review was I wanted it to be special. I wanted it to be big, something that perhaps everyone's heard of, um, you know, just to get some traffic in. But I think some of the best things in life are things that we don't always, um, we don't have to keep waiting for that big thing to come. We just can just go out and do something or take the next a chance or the next opportunity, uh, be it what it may be. So last night I was watching. The first thing that I'll be reviewing was a comedy stand up that I saw last night. It's Taylor Tomlinson, Quarter Life Crisis. My girlfriend and I, we wanted to watch something, and because of COVID and this pandemic, and well, also just because of we can't really go to the movies right now, and we don't see each other every day. So, but we FaceTime almost every day. Um, we FaceTime every day. uh, we've started. There's been times where we watch things at the same time, and we always struggle trying to start it at the same time. So we'll be on FaceTime, and we'll both cast our phones to our TVs, and we always struggle. And sometimes it'll take us a couple tries to get it kind of in sync, so we're watching the same thing. So last night we decided to watch something, and I think we started watching like Kevin James. He's another comedian. He's Paul Blart. You probably know him as Paul Blart. We started watching maybe the first couple minutes, and we just weren't getting into it. So I looked up other stand-ups, and I saw Taylor Tomlinson. I said Quarter Life Crisis, and so I figured, okay, so she's young. She's probably about 25. Turns out she's 25. I hope she is, at least. Um, I think she is. And it's from 2020, so she's still 25. But anyways, we just put it on, and I told my girlfriend that, we'd watch the first 10 minutes of it, and if it wasn't good, then she could pick. I wanted to watch something we both haven't watched before, uh, but she's watched a lot of stand-ups and knows a good number and has seen a couple different ones. So uh, I told her she could pick something she's already watched. You know, I just wanted to watch something new, but it worked out. I think we kind of started watching it. We were listening to her, and it was really good. Yeah, I'll start off with my score for it, and then I'll proceed and just give you a little bit more details about it. Uh, I think it's a solid 7. It was funny, it was good, but it also wasn't amazing. Um, she seems like she has a lot of potential. Um, her jokes and her style are a little bit different, but refreshing. Some comedians can be over the top, um, and we always think of comedians as being. We all have issues, but we always think of comedians of being, always coming. A lot of comedians come from a dark place, or they have a lot of things that happen. And this girl is different. She's not overly vulgar. Of course, she uses sex in the topic of it, but she uses it within who she is. Um, she says that she's not really into like dating apps, and she grew up thinking that you shouldn't just. She's not comfortable with the idea of casual sex. It's never interested in her, and that's refreshing. We don't see that from entertainers enough, I don't think. Um, and she has that perspective. So even though she wasn't that person that was completely wild. Even though she's done some things and she discusses those things, I think we're receiving a unique perspective, and she's doing it in a very funny way. Um, I think for me, it's always refreshing to get that woman's perspective. You know, I've listened to some other comedians, but they're mainly male. Um, but her perspective is unique, and I appreciated it. I definitely laughed at a good amount at a couple of jokes, and I would look at my girlfriend on FaceTime, and she also appreciated the humor. And you know, she listens to some comedians that are a little bit more vulgar, but they're really funny. Um, I enjoy them too. Clips that she's shown me or jokes that she's told me about. But uh, Taylor is subtle, is still graceful, um, but she's still funny. You know, and I think that's nice. That's nice to see. Mm. She talks about how she's in her mid 20s, but she's always kind of felt older, or you know, she's not she's not too young and she's not too old. Like she's too young to get married, and in the special she addresses all like getting engaged but it not working out. Um, but she's also like too old to be like partying and uh, doing whatever it is that young 20-year-olds, mid 20-year-olds do nowadays, like the partying, the drinking, the drugs, the casual sex, all of that. She also feels too old for that, you know. She'd rather just. She says that she mentioned an IKEA painting that she has over her own place, and um, just some of those things. It's unique. She seems like a very independent woman. Um, she seems like she still has a lot of values, uh, but she can also be very funny. Um, she thinks of herself as old and can make fun of herself for that feeling. And I think I can relate to that. Yeah.